And we come to the iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. The children will grow. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to throw. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On second down, Freeman. Freeman with a fast feed. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Garoppolo. This complete to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And Bryant missed it. No good. Wide to the left there for Bryant. And this will remain a scoreless game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Over! Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Watch it now, Barney.
A give to Bell. Bell sheds him off. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Parkey with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of...
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this down inside of Green Bay's 15-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. The give is to Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going up top. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Now Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
65.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. He'll buy some time. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was... moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Leopard!
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Alec Ogletree in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Cody Core, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. Parkey with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Passing play, Flacco. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down, Flacco now. He goes underneath to Freeman. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Flacco from the gun. It's caught. Jones. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. And now he'll tuck it and run. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. He'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the 3rd. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Freeman again. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight 1st down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A break from the ground game here. Flacco. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On first down, Flacco. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll go again with Bell. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And Jeffrey's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make it.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Carlos Dunlap with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Flacco to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Marshall coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run it with Bell. Bell sheds him off and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Watch it now, Barney!
This is Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keeps the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and
All right, here we go.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they take a knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Green Bay, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.